Hello, my little munchkins, crones, and sunflowers. I'm going to say welcome to Friday evening. I still said welcome to Friday evening. Well, this is Friday evening, and we have a treat for you tonight. Baby Crone is going to read by herself. I have a person or two put their name down. They always saying to me or them, and it's somebody else, not too many, but a few, that always says, let Baby Crone read. Let Baby Crone read. Baby Crone will have her own reading, and she's going to read on Ariana Grande. I'm here if you need me for anything.
Okay,
All
thank you.
righty. Well, let's get started. Go, Baby Crone. Do your introduction. Do you? I'm going to
Okay, Baby Crone does an introduction. All right. Well, I'm going to be reading on Ariana Grande today. I think specifically I'm going to be reading about her relationship with Ethan Slater because she had recently just released a music video, like literally 7 days ago as of this recording, called The Boy Is Mine. And I didn't hear all of it, but I think I heard about the beginning of the chorus where she said it's something about him.
Okay.
Oh, okay. And so she was saying something about how it's something about him, basically saying innuendoing, hinting at, I'm not sure what it is about Ethan Slater, but I'm into him. So let's see how their relationship's going, because they have been pretty quiet, although they were recently spot at a baseball game. I'm not very familiar with sports. I apologize. So first we have this card to represent Ariana Grande, and it represents the book. Go figure. And then we have the mask to represent Ethan, which is interesting. Maybe because first off, he is an actor, but this could be for like PR, like maybe him and Ariana Grande are together because that would just be more financially benefit for him because she is such a she's such a well-known superstar. And it could also be the fact that maybe he's showing a different side or different face to her now that he's separated from his wife, and maybe he's finally detached in his
ex-wife, right?
Yes, his ex-wife. Okay. Yeah, so maybe he's finally detached from her and now is able to give his attention to Ariana Grande the way he wants to, and maybe he's changed up now. So let's see what the problem is. The ship. How funny I said this could be for a PR relationship. So basically what the ship represents is it could be moving on, or it could just be them together riding this journey, figuring out where it's going to go, because it's a ship flying through the air. So therefore their relationship is very much mental. It's something about him that just stirs her up in her head, probably. Maybe something that her ex-husband, Dalton, couldn't, I guess, stir up in her mental. So let's see what is on the left side. Oh, how funny. The left side, which is on the side of Ariana Grande, shows that there is a crossroads. So maybe she's come to this point, like I said. Ethan could be being two-faced at the moment, or maybe he's showing a different side to her. And because of this, just like the ship was here too, she's trying to decide, should I move on? Would this be a good image for me? Because after all, we know how she got him. And at the same time, she's like, I really do have feelings for him, and it's something about him that I just had to be with him. And so she's torn in between two emotions at this moment. Above their head is the whip and the broom, which symbolizes a painful experience, which is the whip, but also a healing process, which is the broom. So that could mean when they came together, because it was very hectic. He was married, she was technically married or not. It was confusing about her relationship but the way they came together was in chaos, and it could have been that they were drawn together because they healed something within each other that just brought them together. And that's why everything seems so chaotic. However, now it seems like was all the pain that they had went through kind of worth it? There's no way Ethan could be cheating because this is on the right-hand side. Even though this is a reading about Ariana Grande, we do have it on the side that was his side right here next to the mask, which could symbolize maybe it could symbolize that this is how he could view Ariana, or maybe just as his true colors could be, maybe he's not that faithful of a partner, and maybe she's experiencing some competition, unexpected competition maybe. Would you like to say anything? I see your face.
Okay. If you want my help, I'll help.
Okay.
Don't let pride stop you.
All right.
You're reading on someone's life, and I take it seriously.
Oh, okay. And then at the very bottom, we have the bridge, which still goes back to this. Ship right here, which symbolizes moving on. So whatever is in this relationship, maybe Ariana could be feeling like she wants to move on from this relationship with Ethan, or maybe they have moved on from their past and now they are making public appearances together. So maybe they've moved on from what was hurting them in the past, that big commotion that happened when they had gotten together, and maybe things had simmered down in the public side. And for that, maybe they feel like they're able to test the waters again with being a public relationship.
Okay.
At the end, I'll ask, what's your overall reading? Okay, my first question is, just because I'm nosy, I know I said this is about Ariana Grande's relationship with Ethan, but I just have to ask because this was recent news. And how does she feel about the Quiet on Set documentary that came out about Nickelodeon? Of course. Okay, go figure. Well, definitely it's a bittersweet. It was not I've seen some awkward video footage surfacing on TikTok. So I could see how awkward the environment could have been, especially because she's underage. And we have this classy woman okay. We're going to come back to this classy woman for a second, but then we have the fish right here, which represents, even though it could have been an awkward position for her, it did make her lucrative in the fact that it brought her fame as an actress, and therefore she was able to, even though it was not a great situation to be in at that time, in the long run, she was able to make a career out of it. And that could be the bittersweet that she feels, because maybe if she didn't have such a big starring role on that, maybe she wouldn't be where she is now. But also at the same time, whoever wants to go through that kind of stuff. Now I know I literally did just skip this woman, and I think that was Ariana Grande. I really just want to say this is an innocent woman, because if I'm looking at the fact that there's a more mature woman here, I would feel that this is a woman that's more, maybe she could be a more reserved person. Okay, yes, Mama
Ask
Crone.
me for help.
Okay, could you help me?
Maybe don't look at them as much as women.
Okay.
Look at them as archetypes. Think of what a woman may involve. Everything that you can think of as a woman, and think of femininity. Don't look at a woman per se.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a woman. It could be of a feminine origin. It could be anything like that, just expanded a little bit.
Okay.
Did that help?
A little bit. Best,
Okay.
The best I
Like,
can
remember
say.
when you said Ethan
Yes.
and about him might be cheating?
Mm-hmm.
Could it be that it could be one of the things that she loved about him is his femininity?
Okay.
Did that help?
Yeah, I could
That it could
see
just
that.
be more of a softer side. Not saying he's feminine, clearly, but it could be a softer feminine side because we all have masculine and feminine energy,
true.
all of us.
Mhm.
Even the most roughest, toughest, male or female, we both have both sides in us. So could it be that that's one of the things, his gentleness? That would be feminine, and that wouldn't have to deal with yin or yang. It's just a feminine energy. And maybe when you get stuck, don't look at it as a woman. Look at it as a masculine energy or a feminine energy.
Okay.
And then go within the reading, how is that relating? Did that help?
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of. I just have to work on these two very clearly contrasting energies.
What was it that, put your bottom question down. Now, what did you say?
I was asking about how does Ariana Grande feel about the Quiet on Set documentary about child stars going through sexual misconduct.
So pick up your first card. What did you say about that?
That it was a bittersweet time for her.
It could have just been a bittersweet experience. Time, experience. Pick up the next card. What did you say about that?
This would represent her
Was she
innocence.
a child at the time?
Yes, she was definitely under 18.
She was under 18.
Mhm.
So could that have been her mother?
Yeah, it could have been.
Could it have been a guardian over her?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the fish, which I said represented a lucrative deal in the end.
Or it could represent more feminine energy.
Okay.
Could it be that the person that was doing these horrendous things was gravitated to feminine energy?
Mm-hmm, could be.
You like the way it's working?
Yes, I
Okay, do it. Am I making it make sense?
do. Yes.
Now, if you had to read it over, what would you say now? In your own way, how would you add on to it? Not deleting what you said, but to add on to it, what would you say?
That for her past experience with this.
You could just hit the cards.
Oh, okay. In the documentary recently coming out, it's bringing up those feelings that she experienced. You know, could be like re-traumatizing in her body.
Did she say that?
She did. She said that she's reprocessing it, whatever that shall mean. But
I think it means literally. I think that she hasn't stood one way or the other.
Okay.
As you see, the lily,
Mhm.
bitter, sweet.
Yeah.
Remember that. So if something bittersweet, you're in the middle of it right now. She has to process it. Maybe she was too young. Maybe nothing really bad really happened to her like that.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the case may be. You understand?
Yes.
So try to expand it a little bit more in your boundaries and formulating your story.
Okay.
I'm helping?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. That was literally the only off-tangent question I wanted to ask, because that was just recent news that I was curious about, because I definitely did watch that show that she was on, so it's kind of sad to hear about what went on behind the scenes. However, the next question I am curious about is her and Ethan happy together? Saucy. Okay. Well, definitely they could be. She could be talking about marriage. I just feel like Ariana Grande might just be that person that rushes into marriage, especially if she feels like they could be the one, they fulfill her, and she enjoys the commitment, especially because we have this loyal dog right here. And I feel like this represents Ethan. And I feel as though she enjoys...
Excuse me, but didn't you just say up top that Ethan could be cheating?
I did say that. But then I changed it to be he could be having more feminine energy.
Okay, so okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And his feminine energy is something.
Not saying he's feminine.
No.
Right.
But his feminine energy could be something that Ariana Grande likes. And
soft,
yes,
with
soft.
tenderness.
Yeah, kind of like a puppy. But the way maybe he could like dote over, love her the kind of way that she wants to be loved, and that's something that she's like.
Maybe not that aggressive. Not everybody want to be aggressive. Maybe she like the tenderness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like tenderness.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
However, we have the anchor right here, and the anchor isn't anchoring. So the question is, why?
Could it be that he does want to anchor her down?
Okay.
Could it be that you have the ring, that maybe they've been together for about a year or so? Mm-hmm. So could it be that, you know, that they are thinking about marriage?
Yeah, they definitely could be thinking
could it
about
be
marriage.
That he is faithful and loyal?
Mm-hmm, definitely.
And maybe he thinks or she thinks that maybe they're thinking about anchoring each other down.
Okay.
Could that be?
Yeah, that could be it. Because the anchor is used to secure
Excuse me
something.
for being a bunny. I'm just trying to help.
I get it.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that definitely did answer the fact that they are happy. Even though I'm so happy that they're ready to like take it to the next level.
We don't know what they are. Everything we say is allegedly.
Yes, right. Honestly, I think that's all I would like to know about Ariana Grande. I guess I'll just pull one final 3 cards.
So I don't get, I don't get the answer.
Do you have any questions for Ariana?
May I?
Yes.
I would like, how is the intimacy?
Oh, okay. Let's see. We have a contract. We have birds. And then we have the burden. Would you like to answer your question?
Give it to me, why don't you? Well, first of all, I'll see that as a letter, and maybe they make sweet texts to each other. You know, and also when the birds, it just seems like when people around them, they could just see their love. You know, people talk, and you know, I just saw a picture before we came out that they were laughing at the table with friends, and it just seems that they just seem like they ooze that. And it could be that he's Jewish and that she could be Christian, and maybe her Christianity is something that he may gravitate to, or maybe Judaism is something he may gravitate to. It doesn't necessarily have to be a burden, but maybe it's a faith.
Okay.
Maybe they talk about getting married and saying, which faith should we get in, Christian or Judaism? Do you like that?
Yes, I do like that.
Just throw the anchor out, just throw it out a little further. You understand?
Yes, I do.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Did you like that?
Yes, I definitely did like that.
Okay.
You have any more questions?
You seem like you know.
No, because I'm just like, maybe I'll be able to answer this question.
Okay. Is she happy?
Okay, that's a good one. Is Ariana
happy? Is she happy?
Is she happy?
Yes.
We have the child. Definitely sounds like it so far. I feel like the inner child all giggly.
I think that when you get one, just leave it.
Oh, okay.
Don't make it complicated.
Okay.
Just put the dice back and just take the child.
Okay.
And what do you see in that?
That she feels like a kid around him.
Yeah.
He brings her alive. And
that would make sense with everything that you're reading,
yes,
right?
That definitely would be.
Sometimes if you get a card and it says your sentiment, you don't need to get another one.
Okay.
That was good.
Yeah, that was good. That definitely shows you she's extremely happy.
Can I ask another one?
Yes, he may.
Is he happy?
Can I shuffle my cards?
You can shuffle them most definitely.
Because I know what the next card is going to be.
Yes, you can shuffle them. That's why when you take one, just put it under the bottom.
Oh, I could have just did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay.
We have the scythe, which means yes, he is happy because he cut off what was not fruitful or not fulfilling in his life. And therefore, it seems like they came together, became like a nice match together. Yeah, a nice match together.
I have one more question.
Okay.
Do you see them? Do the cards see that there's a I know this is a prediction, so we're not holding it to water. But does the card show that there could be a marriage within another year or two?
Okay. So I'm just going to shuffle this one more time.
You like that?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Will there be a marriage within the next year? We got the sun. Seems very likely, but everything we do say is allegedly, so we'll see. Like I did say in the very beginning, now that they've overcome this tumultuous period of when they got together, they are finally able to enjoy each other and really heal from whatever wounds that brought them together, that made them attracted to each other. And that's why we're seeing such great, wonderful cards coming out. And like I did also say earlier as well, the whole moving on, I do see that it is them moving on from the past, where they came from and how they got together and now are fully able to live they want to in the public, test the waters again. Can we come back out and you guys won't scrutinize our relationship? That's okay. They came back stronger. And
so they out in the open now?
Yeah.
They're not hiding like they were.
No.
She's out and about and doing things with them now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
That picture that them hanging out at Friends, and then they were just recently.
And what's his sign?
Let me see. She is a Cancer.
Okay.
And he is a Gemini, so they're next door neighbors.
They're neighbors.
That's why they get along so well.
So they neighbors, but he is 4 and she is 3.
Other way around.
He's 3 and she's 4. Okay. They're neighbors. Mm-hmm. So he's air and she's water.
Mm-hmm.
It could.
Yeah, it could.
It could. They close.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And like they're close in their zodiac sign.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you like that?
Yes, I definitely did. It was looking questionable in the beginning when I was reading if they seemed truly happy. But then by the time I got to the end of the reading, it said, oh yes, they're very happy, at least according to the cards. And that's all that matters.
Right. You want to take us out?
Yes, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And hopefully Baby Crone did go on her first reading by herself, even though I did have help along the way.
This is not your first reading. This is your first reading before the world.
Yes, of course.
Right.
But hopefully you guys did enjoy that. I still am in training, so when I can, I will ask Mama Crone for help. But as you will see, I will try to do it on my own as a friend.
We'll give a she'll be reading on K-pop.
She has suggested that to me, and I have
before all of this.
Yes,
because something young.
Yeah, it was definitely fun to read on a younger couple, especially one that I'm familiar with. At least Ariana, I am.
We like that.
Yeah. All right. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And what do we say to that?
Sunflowers.